Hi guys, my name is Lian. I've been a cook for over 18 years. I've got my own restaurant for 5 years. And today, I'm going to be cooking with something that I grew up with, Ribena. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm cooking alongside with...
KY here. I haven't been cooking for so long, eating for a long time. So today I'll be helping this professional chef. First time in a kitchen setup like this, so we'll see how it goes.
So today we're doing 3 dishes. The first dish is a nice beetroot salad together with a Ribena dressing. The second dish is pan-seared duck breast together with a hoisin cucumber salad and a Ribena berry sauce. And the third dish is a dessert. We're doing Ribena poached pear together with double cream. Alright, so for the first dish, the beetroot salad, what we're going to need is we got beetroot, some radish, pecan nuts, lemons, rocket, feta cheese, 2 cloves garlic, extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper, and of course our star ingredient, Ribena. Now, KY,
What do you need me to do?
I need you to help me grate the radish first, and then we go into the beetroot. So now this beetroot has just been steamed. The reason I steam it is because I want it nice and soft. So this is a mandolin, so you can use this and just shred the radish. This is good enough. Okay, we'll keep this here. And I have here some pecan nuts, which I'm just going to toast very, very lightly.
So while I slice this?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
The reason why I'm keeping everything nice and round, because, you know, Chinese New Year, they like everything nice, full circle. But it must be full circle.
Turn around, circle again.
Right,
Okay.
so the pecan nuts are being toasted in the oven.
Okay.
I'm going to start on the dressing.
Okay.
For the dressing, we're going to need Ribena. So you know how in every dressing you've got the fat, you've got the acid, you've got the sugars. So Ribena basically is the acid and the sugar together.
So
You know?
already 2 in 1.
Already 2 in 1. Yeah, but to that I'm going to grate in some garlic, lemon zest. You can smell the pecans now.
Yeah, smells good.
Smells good. Just gonna take this out.
So do we crush this or leave it as is or?
We'll just lightly chop it up.
Okay.
Not too much, but before that, we just let it cool for a bit. In this dressing, we've got now Ribena, we've got a clove of garlic that I grated in, and some lemon zest, correct. So we're gonna mix in our fats. And using a whisk, just gently whisking, we wanna try and emulsify the Ribena and the oil. So we get this nice, thickish dressing. And to this, we're adding a pinch of salt,
Pinch of pepper.
pinch of pepper. Ribena. How was
Ribena.
Ribena for you?
Ribena, when I was young, because we grew up not having so much
Same.
So Ribena at that time is a bit of a special occasion thing.
Right?
But right now I'm glad to say that I can have it whenever I want.
Yeah.
So that's always the good thing. I think I'm just going to have one while we speak.
While we speak, your dose of vitamin C. Yep. So now I'm going to add in a little bit of lemon juice.
So you add a bit more acid to it.
A bit more acid. There we go. And with the additional liquid, of course, we even it out with a bit more fat. So now, we're done with the dressing. We're going to start assembling. When you serve something that looks like this, where, you know, it's a lot of circles, during Chinese New Year, we always try and serve our family members something that symbolizes something. And, you know, this whole circle thing symbolizes wholesome, coming together, family together. And when the family members see it, they know what you mean, you know, and they appreciate it. So the rocket is just nice greens, put it around. So feta cheese is going to give that nice sort of fat, rich flavor to the dish. So if you can just dress it around, yeah, I will chop some pecans. So we just put this around.
Starting to come together already.
Starting to come together, yes. There you have it. Very, very simple. Anybody can do this using ingredients that already have flavor, putting stuff together that carries themselves. We're gonna just clear down for a bit and we're gonna start on our second dish, okay? Alright. Alright, so now we're going second dish, duck. Duck represents fidelity. So what we're doing is duck breast. Before we start to cook the duck breast, what we need to do is score.
Okay.
So when we score the duck breast, what happens is we're going to allow for a lot of the fat to be rendered out. Yeah. We don't want to cut into the meat, we're just opening up the fat
Just the
area.
skin and fat layer lah.
Correct.
Okay.
So now we're starting the duck on a pan that is cold. Okay, and
So you don't heat up the pan first?
no, very gently the pan will warm up, and as it's warming up, you'll start rendering out fat. This might take 10 minutes, plus minus. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to do a marinade or a light glaze. We will brush it onto the meat of the duck.
Oh, the meat.
Yes.
Okay.
So for that, we need some hoisin sauce. Do you all eat a lot of duck in your family?
Yeah.
During Chinese
Roast
New Year?
duck, and then the classic a braised
Right
kind of a duck.
Okay, so we've got the hoisin sauce in here. Yeah, we're going to add a little bit of Ribena. So you see the amount of fat that is rendered out. We started dry.
So you don't need any oil at all,
You don't
right?
need any oil. It cooks in its own oil. Slowly, we're rendering out this fat.
So you tell just by the color from...
We're achieving color, but also as the fat renders, you can see the skin sort of
becomes
crisp.
crispier
Crisping
and
up.
drier and crispier.
Correct. So now, with this, we're just going to very gently,
Glaze on top of
Glaze.
the meat.
without hitting the pan. So I'm just adding a little bit more salt because it's a thick piece of
So you want the
duck
salt
breast
to...
immerse in. So what we're going to do now, I've preheated the oven here, and I've left the
pan in there,
yes
so that it's nice and warm,
yes,
hot
and a little bit more salt on the top,
on the top.
and then we shove it back inside the oven.
So
and
how
that
long
way-
is this gonna take in the oven this time?
This one maybe another 10-15 minutes because we need to cook the breast meat itself. This here is about 175, 180, and we put it skin side up because the skin is going to continue to render and crisp up, and then the meat is going to cook from the underneath gently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So while that's in
Alright.
there, let's start with our salad. You want to do some of the cutting? So just take your time with it.
Okay.
No rush. So for the dressing, we're adding more hoisin sauce. So a little bit of ginger for the nice heat. So in here again, sesame oil, some soy sauce, hoisin sauce, 5-spice powder, a bit of rice vinegar.
Okay.
We're going to add this together with this. A simple little trick on how we can do nice cucumber for salads. So you take off the edges, just using a peeler. Of course, the first layer is out, just like that. Until you start to reach the seed, then you turn another side.
Oh, okay.
Baby gem lettuce, well, this is
Okay.
actually romaine. Alright, some chili for heat. So for the sauce, we have all this beautiful rendered out duck fat. So we pour that into a sauce pot, and we're going to be sauteing some garlic and shallots. Okay, so we have in here the fat from the duck.
The duck fat, okay.
Correct. We're going to add in the garlic and the shallots, get it nice and fragrant. Once we got it nice and sweat, we add in the berries.
Ooh.
And we're adding in our,
Ribena.
let it simmer down slowly. Let the blueberries release all that wonderful juices.
Okay.
And let the Ribena coat the berries as well.
Okay.
And then later we can serve. So to that, I'm just adding in a pinch of salt, a little bit of black pepper. Have something nice, sort of sweet, sour, helps it cut down the richness of the duck. Our duck look, there you go, the fat nice and rendered. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to rest the duck for a bit. We don't want to cut straight into it. If not, same like steak, we're going to lose all that moisture,
juice, right?
the juices. Okay, so as that's resting, we can
Finish our salad.
finish our salad, correct. Brother, you want to just do the honors of tossing it around.
Alright.
There we go. Sauce. See, it's got this nice color. So it's sweet. Well, the idea was to keep the sauce on one side because I didn't want the sauce to bleed into the salad.
Okay.
Yes, so we have the duck as a
Separate.
border separator,
Ah.
and then we have the salad on the other side.
So this one is about medium, right?
This is well done, brother.
Well done already.
And then
So just put the salad on the side.
here we go. Something simple, something different, a bit more modern for Chinese New Year.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the pancit duck breast with the berry and Ribena sauce served together with the cucumber hoisin salad.
So we're gonna do dessert, you know?
Yes, dessert. Whenever it comes to dessert, I always choose the easiest to do. So this, again, is a very, very simple recipe. It's just simply poached pears with double cream. So we peel the pear so that the flavor and also the color will be adopted by the pear. Okay? So to this, we're just going to add
Some
Ribena. Alright, so because this is a concentrate, we're going to add water to this. So I'm just adding cinnamon. Cinnamon is in there to give a bit, have that sweet spice sense. And this goes on. We bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, we just turn it down to a low simmer. And then we'll let that simmer until the pear is nice and tender. Alright, so
our pear is done poaching. I can smell the cinnamon quite strong. Huh?
Yeah. So you see that nice color from the Ribena. There we go. We're going to have to let this cool down for a bit. We remove the cinnamon, and then what we're going to do, we're going to reduce this.
So reduce it to become thicker.
Yes. So we're going to serve that together with a bit of double cream. Yeah. So while we're waiting, we can just add this vanilla essence. Just a bit of vanilla so that we get, this nice vanilla flavor. This will sort of complement the pear.
Okay.
If you do not have double cream, you can whip up some whipping cream and serve it together as well. Yeah. I chuck this in the fridge a while. So this is nice and
Thickened
reduced.
now.
And as it cools down, it will get
thicker.
Yeah. So we'll just add this into the fridge as well, together with the pear. Now our pear is chilled already. You can see this nice color. So what we're going to do, we're going to core it.
So you're not cutting all the way through?
Yes. So it holds together at the top. And what we can do is we can fan it out on the plate. Right?
This is nice and thickened now.
It's nice and thickened. Yeah. Again, I'm using the pear as a barrier so that it doesn't bleed into the cream. Okay, so for the cream, you can do what we like to call a quenelle. Again, these are just simple tricks to make food look a bit better.
Nice.
Some flowers. There you go, guys. This is the Ribena poached pear with double cream.
So we start with the
We start here lah.
salad, bit of rocket. I think Ribena gives you the sweetness that is not as flat as like sugar would.
Correct. When you make a dressing, you have an acid like balsamic or lemon juice, inside the dressing. But this time with Ribena, but in the dressing you also have sugar. So sometimes you use honey or you use sugar, and like what KY said, it's not so flat as sugar. It's a bit more dimension to it, so which is very, very nice.
Yeah,
you want to cut
sauce,
a smaller one? Tell me.
The sauce is nice. So I usually don't associate savory stuffed meat together with sweet type of sauce, but I think this works well.
Usually, to make a berry sauce, it takes a longer period of time. Yeah, because you got to add the berries, add the sugar, allow the berries to sort of break up and release all that juice into a sauce. But with the addition of Ribena, you saw how
Shorten the
quickly
time,
we just shorten the time. We can afford to maintain the berries still sort of whole and not disintegrated entirely. So as you bite into it, you have this little burst of
texture and burst.
Correct. Let's go into this.
A bit of cream like that.
Yep.
I think with the Ribena infusion in it, it gives you a different additional taste.
Ribena was used to infuse flavor into the pear. So you have the taste of the pear, but it's also infused with the Ribena.
It's almost like two fruits in one, right? The
Correct.
taste.
Two fruits in one. And the cream just, you know, it's something rich and not sweet to balance out because the sauce is very sweet.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Because we reduced the
Yeah, we've reduced the sauce already. All right, thank you very much everybody for watching. Thank you KY for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
These are really simple recipes. I hope you try them out this Chinese New Year for something new, something different. And yeah, 恭喜發財.
容易發仔.
Ống bao đấy, ống bao. Actually, it's more expensive food. Oh, what?